Idaho, the land that wrestling forgot. Until souls across the Gem State decided to make history. We all take risks. We all feel pain. We all have succeeded and failed. But not tonight. Tonight, our stories will be told. Tonight, our voices will be heard. Tonight, your eyes will see the unbelievable. For the first time in Idaho history, we bring you local professional wrestling. So gather the family, take a seat, and leave the action to us. We are Wrestle Club. What you are about to see is real. Each wrestler has years of training. Our bodies are not indestructible. We bend, we break, we bleed. So please, do not try this at home, school, or anywhere.
This first match is scheduled for one fall. Entering the ring from Tijuana, Mexico, weighing in at 180 pounds, Ultimo Acción Panqueto.
Welcome everybody to episode 16. I am Gene alongside with me.
Hello everybody, once again it is Wes, Omar, up to $60. But alongside of that, moving forward, Ultimo Action Panqueto just announced coming to the ring. We are getting this episode started off right quick, aren't we, G?
Oh yeah, looks like he's throwing up some silly string there. As you see his rainbow hair too. And we are at the Boise High School for the very first time for a Relay for Life. This time we're in Ada County.
So not Canyon County, not Caldwell, we're with the local folks at Boise who are easily 10 times better looking than the Caldwell folks. Got it, on it.
Maybe more educated too. But nonetheless, yes, we are here in Boise High School. As you see Ultimo Acción Panqueto just kicking back in the corner, showing his flamboyancy, and check out that gear. I think he has a silly string in his pocket.
He does. Is that even legal?
And his opponent from Salem, Massachusetts, weighing in at 299 pounds, he is your Tree City Giant, James Grimm.
And you just heard his opponent. It is the Tree City Giant, James Grimm, coming off a recent loss against our current Wrestle Club Heavyweight Champion, the Lost Soul, Garabai.
Nonetheless, that was a good matchup, and James Grimm is gonna have some redemption here. As you can see him wearing that Wrestle Club t-shirt, and I just want to say, go ahead on Facebook, try to buy some merchandise and support your local wrestlers here at Idaho Wrestle Club.
Every bit of what you guys bring in helps out the wrestler, helps out Wrestle Club, keeps our current merchandise stock flowing, as well as our ring and maintenance and repairs going. Big time. Anytime you guys help us out, it always helps us out big time.
And as you saw in the opening segment, we saw that view from that drone that we just added to production. As we said, we got a view from the heavens.
That is absolutely correct. James Grimm, Tree City Giant, going up against the Ultimo Action Panqueto. I can't pronounce his name quite as well as you can, G, so I'll probably let you handle that, and I'll just call him Panqueto.
Fair deal. As we see the rookie referee, JW, checking out James Grimm, and James Grimm is not going to be cheating. But speaking of cheating, I think I see a whoopee cushion inside the ring.
It's nothing new when it comes to Panqueto. You have to watch him. The guy is a barrel full of tricks, and all of them are of the Joker's wild type.
And he is checking out the ref, and the ref just laid one.
Wow.
Can you smell that from here? I don't know what he's cooking, but it's.
Are we sure he's not from Caldwell?
I don't want to smell it, but either way, we got the bell, and it has just rung, and next thing you know, we got Ultimo Acción Panqueto taking on the big Tree City Giant, James Grimm.
That's right, here we go. Starting off the match, a little bit of a warm-up to the crowd. Both men actually doing it. Usually you don't see that. Usually just one and the other just telling the crowd to shut up. Good tie-up coming up here.
James Grimm with that arm wringer. Got a front roll.
Followed by another one.
Another one. I think that's 3, 4.
I'm already dizzy
5.
watching this. I know that's too much for me. Panqueto slapping the hands off Grimm and chilling on the top rope. What a punk.
Yep, Último Acción Punkero, meaning the last action punk in English. But nonetheless, I think he's ready now. I think there was a popper inside the ring too.
There was a popper inside the ring. You just heard that go off. He's been doing that a lot lately too. James Grimm asking the crowd if he should trust Punketto.
Went up for that knuckle tie up, and James Grimm just not quick enough. To the left and a right, left, right.
I'm equally as confused, and James Grimm is not having any of it. Going for his, went for the choke slam there, but Punketto quickly pushing him off, just saying, whoa. I don't want timeout.
I think James Grimm is being a party pooper.
Well,
Speaking of parties,
what do we got here?
what is that?
That looks like one of those party things that you have at the New Year's parties. I forget what they're called, but yeah.
Oh, this that's in the face of James Grimm, and Último Acción Punkero came to party.
Yeah, and Grimm's had enough of it, and I don't blame him at this point. Punketto just constantly, look at silly string to the face. What a punk!
What does that taste like? It tastes like chicken? I don't know, but Punketto, ooh, with the booty hit and the kiss to the face.
That's right, Punketto taking advantage of the fact that he distracted him. Truthfully, that should have been a disqualification. That's an illegal object he brought into the ring, is it not?
Well, it's silly string. I mean, he didn't technically throw it at him.
Well, I guess you got me on that one.
And then you see Último Acción Punkero saying tres, which I think there might be a language barrier. I don't think he understands English.
Well, I think tres for him is every count. It doesn't matter if it's 1, 2, or 3. It's always tres.
And there's a quick reversal whip. James Grimm on the other end.
And charging him. Oh, James Grimm looking like he actually might be feeling the effects of that booty hip. Going for those massive meat hooks from those tree trunk-like arms of his.
There you see Último Acción Punkero just kicking out. One-handed snapmare.
Oh, Grimm having enough of his games. Going, looks like he jumped over him there. Might be going for that, and it is that big splash of his.
299 pounds, 1, 2.
On the chest of a 180-pound man. Ooh, that has got to be painful.
That has to break some ribs.
If not ribs, at least your insides altogether are going to be scrambled.
It looks like Último Acción Punkero is worried about his mohawk.
That's probably the worst thing to be worried about right now. You have a Tree City Giant who you have been poking the literal bear up.
And there you see what goes up must come down. Ugh.
And that came down hard. You can feel and hear the impact over here, G.
And he is burying that lower back. This can spell the final cut. As James Grimm is in that corner, he might be going for that choke slam.
He might be. You know, G, what they always say about professional wrestlers, not only are they your best friends, they're also your chiropractors too. In this situation, it looks like Grimm is about to set the back of Punketto straight.
Big choke slam, and this one is over. I haven't seen anybody kick out of that one. That's a 1, 2, 3.
James Grimm taking it home in a rather short match, not having any of Punketto's games. But you know what? A W's a W, and Grimm scoring one with that choke slam of his.
As you see, the canvas just full of all these silly strings and party poppers.
Are we sure that's not Punketto's insides? Because I'm kind of thinking he might be more than just a human. He might just be a giant bag of tricks.
Scheduled for a non-title match. Entering the ring from the Idaho Department of Corrections, weighing in at 175 pounds, the Outlaw Rusty Living.
That's right, Rusty Living's coming out off of a triple threat loss last week, as you saw, against Big John Henry and Brad Zane. Brad Zane cleverly drop kicking Rusty Livings, using his finish against him as he capitalized and took the victory away from both men. The heart of the Puppet Master strong that day. Outlaw Rusty Livings, though, looking like he's ready for a redemption here, G.
Yep, hopefully he doesn't get robbed like he did last week. But we are going to find out, as I believe he's going to be taking on Damian Black.
That's right, and Black, once again, not representing the potato belt this week.
Yeah, and I hope that next week we're going to see that footage, an exclusive, because there is a reason why he's not coming out with the belts.
That's right.
Referee checking out the Outlaw.
And his opponent, representing Project Mayhem, weighing in at 165 pounds, one half of the tag team champions and the Potato Bowl champion, the Voodoo Priest, Damian Black.
And here he comes, the Voodoo Priest, Damian Black, Prince of the Blackhearts, representing Project Mayhem, your current Potato Bowl champion, but as you just heard what G and I said, not defending the title. There should be some development on that next week, folks. You'll need to check in with that episode to see what is going on there.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with Damian Black, but it seems that he has a transformation. He has been literally pissed off and changing his pace, and I'm not sure why. I mean, he has 2 belts. He should be satisfied.
You would think that, but greed is an evil thing, and this man's heart is full of nothing but greed.
As you see there, Damian Black representing Project Mayhem. And these guys are strictly against anybody in Wrestle Club.
And it doesn't matter whether you're Helter Skelter, King Marcus Anderson, or even the Lost Soul Garabai, our current Wrestle Club champion. Project Mayhem is out for blood on everyone.
And this is the June 16, 2018 taping, and this is our second matchup, and this is a non-title match.
Yeah, here we go. Outlaw and Black kind of taunting each other there. A little bit of jaw-jacking back and forth. You gotta watch it. Outlaw's tongue is pretty sharp. He's learned a few things while he's in solitary confinement, having the conversations with himself.
And there we see a tie-up. And Damian Black with that side headlock.
Taking control right off the bat, transitioning to an arm wringer. Beautiful transition. Using those long legs of his. The
Got
guy.
that leg over.
Yeah, the guy is like a giant spider monkey. You gotta watch out for him.
The Outlaw with the leg takedown. Oh, stomp in the gut. Nothing nice about that.
There is absolutely nothing nice about that. You know a good way to knock the wind out of a man. Kick him right in the sternum like that.
Then he transitions here to a side headlock, locking that left arm of Damian Black.
Yeah, got him in an armbar here, and he's got it cinched in too. Outlaw actually matching Black's pace with the holds here. So pretty surprising, G.
Surprising, yes indeed. And then he has a waist lock. Damian Black is trying to figure out how am I going to get out of this hold.
Well, it looks like he's going to use his raw strength to do it, and he's transitioned. Oh, and a kick. Transition to an armbar, feeding Outlaw a kick to the rib, not once, but twice. Then punching the back of his arm. Quite spectacular on Damian Black's part there. Good maneuvering.
Outlaw with the counter, quick roll on.
Ooh, kick out. And that will reset things. Nope. Outlaw wisely getting back on top of Black, feeding him a knee to his kidney.
Looks like he was going for a full Nelson.
Yeah, it looked like it.
Fireman takeover with the cover. That's going to be a quick 1 count.
Yeah, looks like Outlaw's got the upper hand on Black, and it might just be due to the fact that Black is moving more erratically and with anger, so he's going to give up that thought process he's normally notorious for.
Yep, good mat wrestling to start off this matchup, and there's a hip toss right there.
That was a traditional judo-style hip toss, actually. He used his own weight against them.
Front face locks and transitions into a neck breaker.
Oh, flipping him so hard on that neck breaker, he landed on his face as you saw, folks.
Oh, 1 count, but Damian Black with the head scissors. Great counter there.
That is something I've never seen before. That was a beautiful transition from Damian Black. Outlaw and Black looking like they're having an amateur-style match here. Black back on top. I think he needs to be awarded 3 points while he's holding the headlock. Right, he's on the ropes there. Referee counting.
And there his fingernails is digging deep into the eyes of the Outlaw.
Wow.
And that is illegal for sure.
Well, it doesn't matter if it's Project Mayhem, legal or illegal. Oh, chop from Outlaw to Damian Black. But legal or illegal, Project Mayhem will do what they can to get the job done.
Outlaw with that arm ringer applied, coming off that rope, spinning arm drag.
Well done, but Black just kind of shrugging that off and then giving him his own variation of a judo throw.
Back and forth pace here.
Yes, it's very rare you see that, but 2 men of equal stature and size. Black
You
with
saw
a kip
it.
up.
Yeah, after a shoulder tackle, Outlaw going for another shoulder tackle and another
is,
kip up.
Black is just feeding. He's just taking these and enjoying them. Oof. Ooh, and he suckered him in, giving him that quick spinning shoulder / elbow, and I would also say headbutt too, wouldn't you, G?
Yeah, and there goes the kneecap of the Outlaw. Straight attitude adjustment by Damian Black.
Yeah, ever since the loss against Deadlift Lolita, this man has been a man with a purpose and goal.
And there you see a high knee to the chest, and Outlaw, yep, he needs a timeout.
Let's go.
Wise thinking. You should always know when you need to get out of the ring, especially when your aggressor has become unhinged like Black.
And the Outlaw saying, I need the fans in this Boise high school to take on Damian Black. Damian Black on that apron, though.
Black was just baited into that from what I saw. Outlaw catching him. Oh! slamming him onto that apron.
And that is the hardest part of the ring.
And Outlaw taking advantage of it, and
There might be some payback right there.
that's a good way to pop your shoulder out of the socket, G. That's what that is.
Referee checking in on the Outlaw.
I gotta say, I'm very impressed with referee JW. He has been very much down the middle, wisely covering both men.
And there's a big giant spill. As you saw, his head hit the apron while he went down. I'm surprised he's getting up.
Outlaw looking like he's gonna go for the same thing here. We might see a suicide plunger from Outlaw.
He's hitting that ropes.
Black scouted it though. Took too much time from Outlaw, pumping the crowd for that. Black not having any of it.
Somehow, some way, Damian Black is still conscious.
I hope the prison has some good dental insurance because it looked like Damian Black just knocked a couple teeth out of Outlaw's face. Diving forearm from the top rope, just knocking Outlaw
This
over.
one could be over. Just too close to the ropes there, and his shoulder was up as well.
Yeah, I was gonna say that honestly probably shouldn't have been a count there. His shoulder was up the whole time.
And there you see the Outlaw feeding some elbows to Damian Black, and you don't want to exchange strikes with Damian Black.
No, Damian Black's probably got one of the hardest chops, one of the hardest slaps, and one of the meanest kicks, as you saw right there in Wrestle Club.
He might be setting up for that cartwheel, but Outlaw had him scouted.
Like a moth to the flame, Damian Black baited so easily.
Outlaw with an up and over, missing that springboard clothesline, ducks that high kick.
Looks like there was quite a bit of a hesitation there. Black, not sure what he was thinking. He had an opportunity. Outlaw took advantage of it.
Damian Black was going for the home run, but he struck out.
And Outlaw just feeding Black shots.
Just back and forth. Damian Black, what is...
Oh, beautiful back foot by Black. And a solid roundhouse kick to your gut. Good way to put a notation on that one.
And that is going to stop the Outlaw, stop anybody in their tracks for that matter.
Yeah, that's right. Looks like Black poked him in the eye there. It's going for modified... Yeah, it's that modified suplex of his where he actually cradles the leg on the outside and not the inside. You could probably call that a fisherman buster, but it is not.
Very innovative. This one could be over. 1, 2. Barely kicking out.
I gotta say, Black needs to put a little more pressure on Outlaw's shoulders. Granted, Outlaw's kind of got a size advantage against Black, even though both men are of the same stature and size. You can see more muscles on Outlaw in comparison to Black. He could have held him down there had he just put all his weight on him.
And the Outlaws, he's trying to find some momentum, trying to find some energy.
He's found it all right. Oh, feeding Black a good right to the jaw. Normally you don't see that from the good guys of the Wrestle Club, but this time around I think we'll let it slide for Outlaw.
Yeah, that was straight to the face.
It was.
And what do we have here? Nice stall.
Oh, transition from a front. What would you call that? I would say it was like
It looked like a fall away to a suplex.
That's what it looked like, and I gotta say, G, that was impressive.
That is raw strength and raw power.
I'll give Outlaw credit. Even though he was stupid and separated and disobeyed our Lord's orders and commands, he has made quite the establishment for himself. Going for that tornado bulldog. Black catching him though. Oh, transitioning to a belly to back. What a back and forth match.
Great counter by Damian Black. He saw that one coming.
Yeah, he did.
3, 4.
Gotta give the man credit where it's due. He might be a crazy psychopath, but he knows what he's doing.
I think Damian Black is going for that sail into the black, but he misses.
Outlaw catching him in the gut. Yeah, he missed for sure. Outlaw looking like he's gonna try something here. Let's see what he's got in his mind. He's calling for the crowd.
And there's a leg sweep that's going to stop all your momentum.
Yeah, nothing stops your momentum more than getting knocked off your feet there, G. Outlaw kicking out though. Giving him a back kick of himself, chasing him in a Mahai straw cradle here.
There's a 2, that's a 3 count.
3, yeah. He got him. He took that one away from the looks of it.
And Damian Black can't believe that he actually lost this matchup, and I can't believe it myself either.
I was not expecting that. A Mahai straw cradle is just something you don't expect.
Well, when you counter a sail into the black, you know, that sets your game off. Nonetheless, the Outlaw with the victory here at Boise High School.
I'm not going to lie to you. If you're a man who beats the current champion, you deserve a title shot. We might be seeing one later down the line. Per Patrick Holloway's commands there, G. That was quite the victory from Outlaw.
Entering the ring from Boise. Boise, Idaho. Weighing in at a fresh 208 pounds, one half of the Spud Brothers Coalition, Bronco Billy.
And as you heard, here comes out Bronco Billy, one half of the Spud Brothers Coalition.
Yeah, you know what, G? I continue to state my displeasure about the Spud Brothers Coalition, but I can't deny the fact that fans love them, despite the fact that they're not 100% there in the head.
There you see fans sporting the Spud Brother Coalition t-shirts, and you can get those off Facebook.
That's right. I believe they're running right now, I think, at like $15 a piece. I could be wrong on that. You'll have to log into Facebook, though, and check it out, folks.
And there you see the other half, Big John Henry. But Bronco Billy is having a matchup here, and he's looking like he is on cloud 9.
Who can blame him? When you get in the ring, you always feel it, G. You know it, I know it, everybody knows it.
From Nampa, Idaho, weighing in at 165 pounds, representing Project Mayhem, one half of the tag team champions, Adriel Noctis.
And as you just heard, our lovely announcer, Mei Lee, just announced one half of the current tag team champions. Technically not one half, he is just a representation of the tag team champions, as Project Mayhem has the Freebird rule in place. He's out with his own version of man buns, looking like a prissy little girl who just got done shopping at the Gap again, G.
He has some ponytails. It looks like a younger Chris Jericho out there.
I'll be pretty honest with you, that wasn't exactly Chris Jericho's best years.
Nonetheless, we got ponytails. What has Project Mayhem done to Adriel Noctis?
The kid's dropped out of school. He's got bad grades. He's got a bad attitude. Shops at the Gap of all places.
Now he has, what is that, mascara in his eyes?
I think so. You know what? I'm sorry. I've been saying the Gap. I mean Hot Topic. He wishes he was shopping at the Gap. At least he'd have better style, taste, and clothing.
I mean, look at his tan. You see his tan line too?
Yeah, you think that you're working with Project Mayhem. You get out there, you get a little bit more white, more goth looking, but this boy's been out there in the sun, and it's pretty obvious.
I got something.
I think Bronco Billy has a t-shirt for Adriel Noctis.
Not learning his lesson from what happened last time with Big John Henry. Oh, wisely giving it to a fan. Good call on that one. You don't want to try to give that to Project Mayhem.
Wait a minute. I think he still has something in the bag.
What does he have here? It's a potato. He's got a potato. And he's telling...
and then he just got potatoed in the face.
You know what? I'm glad I said there about not being 100% there. You don't tell a man who looks thin and scrawny that he needs to eat a few carbs. That's not what you do.
You just threw him out the ring like a sack of potatoes.
He really did. I wonder how many more potato jokes we can make here.
Adriel Noctis coming off that top rope. Oh, God, it looked like a body plancha.
It did look like a body plancha into a giant pile of potatoes.
Let's go.
Big John Henry giving a little back rub to Bronco Billy, and
Noctis just quickly telling him to get out of the way, and that might be the best thing he could have done.
Oh, straight kick to the sternum there.
Oh, yeah. Noctis not having any of Bronco. John is forced to sit back and watch. The interference that result in a DQ for his brother. Noctis going for that. You look like he's going to punt him, and then Bronco wisely moved, and Noctis jamming his foot into that. You can see it there. That has to hurt.
Could have been a broken ankle.
Yeah, that could have been a broken anything at that point.
Bronco Billy with the shoulder tackle.
Oof. That is one thing I'll give Bronco credit for. He's got the size advantage against Noctis here. But he doesn't have the thinking power that Noctis has.
Well, when you get a kick in the head like that, you're going to lose a few brain cells.
Yeah, somebody might want to tell the kids in the front row to move away. They're about to experience what a Gallagher event's like.
And we got a side headlock. This is going to slow down the pace for Bronco Billy, and
pulling the nose. Oh, and they're telling the ref to smell his fingers. Wow, Noctis. The attitude on this kid, the disrespect he is displaying to the referee.
Pretty sure that was an illegal hold, but he still has that side headlock.
He dropped the illegal hold to an extent. He stopped, giving him a spinal tap from a snap here, too.
Here comes Noctis off that rope. Straight kick to the face.
And laying Bronco out. That could be it, folks. Surprisingly not, though.
Bronco Billy still has some senses left in him as he kicks out here.
Don't worry. Give Noctis a couple more chances. He'll probably kick the rest of the brains out of that guy's skull.
Adrian Noctis taking advantage of Bronco Billy in that corner.
Feeding him some shots. Looks like he's giving him some right hooks. The referee's telling Noctis to knock it off. Noctis getting the ref's face and then kicking him. And then punching him again. Wow.
Just wailing on him. Come on, referee, get him out. There we go. And that's going to cause a little separation there.
Bronco is obviously dazed. John Henry trying to bring some life back to Bronco. Why is
nobody home there?
Oh, and a classic trip. That's something you would see like in a high school or in your kids' schools.
And that's going to be a 1.5. Bronco Bill Lee taking advantage, but he needs to lay on him.
You know, G,
don't let him recover.
That's right. He's staying on top. I'm not going to lie to you, G. In the 6 weeks that I've been commentating with you, I still don't know how to describe half of what I see as Spud Brothers.
Well, that was a mid-rope shoulder tackle.
That one I could call, but that was definitely good on Bronco's part. Noctis, why is he kicking out at 2?
And Bronco Billy told me earlier that that was due because of his favorite wrestler known as John Cena. Can you believe that?
You know what? I can believe it. John Cena's very inspirational. Do-si-do from Bronco. Noctis not having any of it though, and just tripping Bronco up from it. And
what kind of man stops a do-si-do?
Well, obviously Project Mayhem men, they don't give a crap about that. Pulling Bronco's nose again.
Bronco Bill Lee's just out here trying to have a good time, and Adrian Noctis does not want a do-si-do.
He does not.
He wants to come out here with some pigtails, but nonetheless, Adrian Noctis with the kick to the kisser.
I'll tell you what, like I said, G, give him a couple more chances. He'll kick the rest of the brain cells out of that boy's skull, and he just did. Giving him a good, what looked like a belly to back suplex, side suplex almost.
Bronco Bill Lee he has to have heart because he just kicked out for like the 4th time.
You know what? That's one thing I will give him credit for, G. The heart in the Spud Brothers. Bronco and Big John, right now Noctis just slapping him, but the heart in these men is something to be admired. Noctis feeding him with that patent kick. Bronco catching the leg though.
A spin around. Ooh, DDT out of nowhere.
Was not expecting that. Props to Bronco for getting that one out there. Noctis quickly just shoving Bronco off at a 2 count though.
Adrian Noctis got caught by surprise, and honestly I did too with that DDT.
Bronco looking like he was kind of pulling the pigtails there. You know what? I wouldn't blame him. If I was in the ring, I'd pull those pigtails too.
Bronco Bill Lee's gonna be chopping.
Yep. This must be what it feels like for Bronco to chop a big old piece of meat hanging inside the barn. That's how these men get their strengths. They learn how to throw punches and kicks and everything because that's all they got to work with.
I think he wants everybody to count.
Not happening though. Noctis is not having any of that.
Oh, and he just pulled him down for the suspenders there, if you just saw that.
I did see that. That was very innovative of Adrian Noctis from Project Mayhem. Using Bronco's suspenders against him.
Yep, and that neck breaker gave him a 2 count.
It did. Noctis looking like he's going for that disaster and catching the disaster kick. Whatever Bronco's got for brains, it's gone now. That's got to be it.
He's going to need more than a pat down from Big John Henry to recover from that.
Noctis not having enough though. It looks like he's going to go for the job and sever the head of the snake as the statement goes.
And this one could be over if that disaster kick was not enough. This top rope leg drop, oh, it's gonna be it.
That'll do it right there, folks. We have not seen anybody kick out of that one yet. 1, 2, 3. Your winner, Adrian Noctis of Project Mayhem. And I'm gonna say this, G. I'll go on the line and say this. I'm slightly impressed at Bronco for standing his ground for as long as he did.
I hope some EMTs check out Bronco because he is out of his senses, and Big John Henry is trying to revive him. And what is going on?
He ate a potato raw. He probably didn't even take the eyes out of that thing. He just ate the eyes from that thing. That is gross.
He just spit right in Bronco Billy's face.
He did. Then he got in John Henry's face, taking the tag title and walking away.
The main event is scheduled for 1 fall. Entering the ring from Athens, Greece, currently residing in Middleton, Idaho, weighing in at 170 pounds, Cedric Lionheart.
And here comes out the Lionheart, Cedric, pumping up this crowd, and the fans love him. And he's not even 21 yet. He has a lot of years ahead of him.
A lot of years ahead of him, but I'll be pretty honest with you, G. That doesn't count too much when you have a man that he's going to be squaring off against. Our king, our lord, Marcus Anderson, my liege. G, I don't have a lot of hope for this cub.
I know Thedrick has taken everybody to the extreme, and I'm pretty sure he's going to do the same today.
That's nothing new for him, for sure. He always brings the heart and the lion out of everyone.
And his opponent from Riverside, California, weighing in at 240 pounds, King Marcus Anderson.
And as you peasants just heard at home, our king, our lord, my liege, Marcus Anderson, will be coming to the ring to address the rest of you peons, you maggots who need to be kneeling in front of our lord. Marcus Anderson, former Wrestle Club heavyweight champion, on a crusade to get that title back, G. And I'll be honest with you, he's the man who I think can get the job done.
Yep, and prior to this, they only had about 20 minutes to prep. But let me keep my mouth shut as the king has grabbed the mic.
You shut up when the king talks.
You shut up.
Come on, man!
You see, I've got something to say to you. You sit here, book all these matches, you treat me like a dog and expect me to smile. And I am sick and tired of it. You see, I finally figured out why you loser hipsters cheer me. Oh, God. And no, it's not because of your crappy band that is too mainstream to be Boise famous anymore. They have to go to Hollywood now. You suck, little brat.
You suck.
Here's a little kid, King.
Good, my king.
Queen
Marcus
Anderson.
Queen Marcus. Queen Marcus.
You see, ever since I lost my World Heavyweight Championship, I have fought more in my life. But half of you can't even do the cardio that I do. I've spent the last 8 months of my time improving, showing Wrestle Club that I deserve the World's Heavyweight Championship. And tools like this idiot, this gutter snipe, wants to make me prove it again. Well, guess what? I'll beat your stooge. I'll go on to face Jeremiah. And I will prove to every one of you hipster gutter snipes that I am truly better than you. That is a guarantee and a royal decree. Thank you, cameraman.
And there you hear Marcus King Anderson just disrespecting our owner, Patrick Holloway.
You know what, in all honesty though, I don't blame our king, our liege, for doing such a thing. Holloway has pretty much made it his goal to make Marcus' life miserable ever since he's dropped the title to Los Garibai. And I can't even say he dropped it, he was robbed of that title from him.
He was even talking trash to little kids out there.
Well, you know what? That's because the little peons need to learn their place. And in front of royalty and our majesty, you shut up when the man is talking.
Hey, speaking of royalty, the owner's actually the referee today.
I do see that. I'm really kind of hoping this doesn't backfire on Patrick Holloway. But you know what? If it does, not Marcus' problem.
Hey, I want to get a paycheck, so let's go Patrick Holloway. Nonetheless, we got King in that corner, and that's going to be a huge hip toss.
Once again, the king showing the Lion Cub his place on the chain, the food chain, and of course the circle of life. We can't go without saying that. Let's get the jokes out of the way.
And there's a tie-up. Thedrick with that arm wringer applied.
Marcus feeding Thedrick some shots. I'll be pretty honest with you, though. There's one thing I'll give the Thedrick Lionheart credit for. He has got the heart of the lion, the constitution of that of a bear. But you know what? The speed of that man right there shows he's nothing more than a dainty gazelle.
And there you saw a kip up, followed with the hammerlock.
Marcus not having any of it, and that doesn't surprise me. Look at the size match between our king and the cub.
And there's a waistlock takeover keeper.
Yep. Well, looks like Cedric though quickly locking in a headlock won't lie though. That was actually quite impressive from Cedric Lionheart. Marcus.
Oh, he has a handful of hair. Referee get in there. I don't think the referee saw that one.
He didn't at all. That or it's Patrick. I'm not 100% certain yet.
And the king has that hammerlock applied.
Yeah, he's got it applied, but Cedric using that ability of his where he can be a squirmy one, getting around, putting a front headlock on Marcus Anderson.
And that's going to stop the oxygen of the king.
And this is an area where you don't want that to happen. Again, it might look like it's windy outside, but it's still hot, folks. This we're talking 100-degree temperature out here in Boise, Idaho. Marcus Anderson holding a headlock on Cedric Lionheart. Lionheart calling for the crowd.
He's going to need it if he wants to get out of this hold.
That's right, he is. Lionheart feeding some shots to Marcus's ribs. And he's going for a push-off.
And there's a lucha pass, but Cedric's still hurting.
Yeah.
As you saw him just grab those ribs.
He did, and Marcus stomping on his head, pushing him down. Cedric dropping down, giving Marcus a quick drop kick, disrespecting our king.
And he got high on that one. That was straight to the dome.
I think the king felt the foot to his face on that one.
Here comes Cedric going for that suicide dive, but he got caught.
And he got caught, and you see it, Marcus.
He just paid for it.
Whew. Ouch! Our king wisely dumping the cub on the corner of that ring. Again, that is the hardest part of the ring, folks.
Looked like a double-handed chokeslam.
It kind of did. Marcus just showing his raw strength. Feeding him with a double axe handle smash to the back of Cedric's head and feeding some shots to his back, too. There's the back rake, cousin of the eye gouge.
And his nails must be dirty right now.
Oh yeah, he is raking the fur and the mane off the Lionheart.
And there you see the king just toying with the cloud.
That's right, he is. The cloud of the crowd, G. I want to make sure I heard you right.
Crowd.
Okay.
As you see the king in the corner. Oh, straight slug.
Somebody better call. Somebody better call an EMT and check the stars on Cedric. It looks like he might be seeing a few.
Speaking of seeing a few, you see the king taking off a t-shirt.
He is gracing his peasants, his peons, and he is choking the life out of the Lionheart. What better way to put a leash on a lion?
Now you see him mocking Patrick Holloway too.
Wow. I gotta say, I can't say that, but the guts on our king there, G. He is not afraid of Patrick Holloway.
And here comes the king with that body splash, followed by a snapmare.
And looking like he's going for that snapmare flip over that he does. Yup, he's got it too. With perfection, my friend.
And that's a king snap.
That is a king snap. Shoving Cedric down. And then cocky pin. Unfortunately, King, you do have to still put a little pressure on him, but I understand you're just toying with your prey.
As he put that size 13 right in the chest of Cedric.
Feeding with a euro to the jaw, too. Cedric bouncing off the rope. Looked like a Muhammad Ali fight where the guy just got knocked clean out.
Hopefully Cedric can wake up here. And there he sees some silly jabs to the jaw there.
He's just making his point, G. That's all it is. Cedric Lionheart is nothing more than a prey to the king.
And there's that whip. Oh, Cedric with the mid-rope cross body.
Where did that come from? The energy, the exhilaration out of that. He caught our king and knocked him off his feet. And I won't lie to you, 160 pounds is still enough. 2 count from Patrick Holloway.
And that was Cedric. A delayed pin by Cedric.
It really was. Had he gotten on that sooner, but as I was saying, 160 pounds, gotten on that sooner, he would have had that, G.
And here comes Cedric off that rope. Swing blade right there.
That's right. He just brought King down to his back, disrespecting our Lord. Patrick, a bit of a slow count there, surprisingly. You would have thought the man would try to be taking a fast advantage of this situation.
I would too if I'm going against the king.
Yeah, Cedric Lionheart's going to need all the help he can get. And even if Patrick Holloway is the referee.
And there we see a euro. And Cedric just wasting some time hitting that rope, and that's gonna cost him right there.
Oh, that is akin to Big Boss Man's sidewalk slam that he used to put away the criminals with, if you remember correctly, G.
Yep, and he might be putting away Cedric Lionheart, but we see an eye rake right there.
With the foot. Cedric needs to learn to kiss the king's foot better.
Is he wiping his feet on Cedric?
He is. And you know what? He's a rug mat. He deserves it. The kid's got a mane.
He doesn't have welcome home on his back, but he does have a suplex on his back right now.
That he does, for sure. Marcus Anderson just loving this. Even though Frederick Lionheart has caught him off guard, you can see the look of joy in Marcus Anderson's face. Oh!
There's another illegal move right there.
Using the lace of his boots just to rub that down Frederick's eyes. Ouch!
Ooh, high elevation on that belly to back suplex.
It doesn't matter what the size of a man is. You get him up high enough and drop him down on their back. You can knock the wind out of the Marcus. Once again, putting his foot on Frederick. Frederick stupidly kicking out.
And that's a 1 count there. And he's just slapping. He's going to wake up the Lion and Frederick right now. I can guarantee you that.
Absolutely. You got to be careful about that, because that is one thing about Frederick Lionheart. You slap that boy enough times, he will come to life.
Right now, he's dead in that corner.
Yes, but Frederick quickly ducking, getting the King up and over. Didn't think I'd see that one happening, but sure enough, here we are.
Great shot, and actually sends the King to the outside. And here comes Frederick. Everybody watch out at home. Oh!
He got him with that dive, too. That was all beautiful perfection out of Frederick Lionheart. Now, there he is. That's what we were just talking about, G. The Marcus Anderson slapping him just brought Frederick to life.
Here we see the Lion with that suicide dive. Now he has to get the King in the ring and pin him for the 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, if it ends in a what is that?
A count out.
Thank you.
Yeah, we don't want to count out in this one because this has been a great match.
It has been. I'd hate to see this end no contest with both men getting double counted.
But Frederick is not going to let that happen as we see a pinfall here. 1, 2.
Oh, I'm actually surprised that the King was actually down long enough for that. But you know what? That might just be smart thinking. Taking the time and breathing and then kicking out at the last second, giving the Lionheart some hope, and then just quickly smashing it as fast as he gives it.
As you see Frederick thinking, what do I have to do next to put away the King, as he was arguing with the referee saying, are you sure that was not a 3 count?
Yeah, I'll be pretty honest with you. I do think Marcus Anderson was baiting him on that one, getting his breath back. Some chops from Frederick, though, feeding him with a forearm.
Oh, missing that one. Nobody home.
Nobody at home at all. Uh-oh. Belly to back, overhead release. Ouch. That was all muscle for Marcus Anderson. Just chucking the Lion straight to his back.
And there you see a pose by the King, and this one could be all over for Frederick.
It could be. Maybe not. King not having enough. He just.
What's going on there?
Well, if I'm a man of any form of intelligence, it looks like he put his elbow/forearm in Frederick's face and just started rubbing it.
Oh, Frederick with that Pele kick.
That is something that I'll give the Lionheart credit for, too. That boy comes out of nowhere with those moves.
Hits him from the back. What do we have here? It could be a German. He might be too big of a man to do that to.
Even King is realizing that was kind of silly. King. Oh. Dumping Frederick, too.
Frederick paying for his mistake, going for that German suplex, and the King hits him with the German of his own.
That's right, King.
And that's a 2 count because he probably did not hook that leg.
Didn't hook the leg, but that was a more serious pin from our King there, G. Had he got the leg, though, he definitely would have put that one away. I'm pretty positive of it.
As you see, the King is probably taking Frederick unlikely now. As you see, Frederick Lionheart is putting the pounding to the King.
Yeah, he is. Frederick. Ooh, super kick to the King. King's still on his feet, though. Followed by that step-up enziguri from Frederick Lionheart. Where does he get that from?
Oh, followed by a Shining Wizard.
Ouch, that's got to be it, folks. That's a 3-hit combo.
But that's not going to equal a 3 pinfall count, though. That was only 2.
Yeah, you know what, though? That's actually on Frederick Lionheart. Had he got the shoulders down and not worried about the leg, he could have taken that one. He had knocked Marcus Anderson silly with that 3-hit combo.
I'm starting to think that the King is going to take Lionheart serious now.
I kind of think the same thing. You're seeing it in his face, too. That is a little bit of anger and pain resonating from the King. Frederick's measuring him, slowly getting back to his feet, recovering. He's taking a beating in this match for sure.
Yeah, that suicide dive and then a German suplex. He's recovering. He's in the corner, taking advantage here.
It looks like he gave him a quick forearm to the face, followed by a chop to the chest. Going once again for that patented forearm of his.
This time he nails it.
He did. He got all of that, Marcus.
And that's not where you want to be because he's going to be going for that drop kick.
Oh. And I'll be honest with you, folks, you're caught up against the wall and you get smashed, even if it's a drop kick. You're gonna feel it. He might be in the drop zone here too. We've seen this from Cedric Lionheart before. He might go up for that swanton bomb of his.
And if he hits that, it could be game over for the King.
It could be, but you know what? You can't keep the King out of it so soon, G. He is a man of resilience, and he has taken a punishment before in the past too.
Oh, all money, and he nailed that one. But as you saw, that has taken its toll on Cedric as well.
Yeah, he made a pretty good deposit at the bank with that one. But here we go. We might have a 3 count. Is it going to be enough? Lionheart draping himself on the King.
2 3/4.
It wasn't enough, and the teller is telling him he doesn't have enough to cover for the overdraft charge of that swanton bomb there.
Yeah, it's just taking its toll on Cedric, putting his own body on the line, and you know what? You have to when you face somebody that's bigger than you.
They call him high risk for a reason there, G, and that is exactly what Cedric Lionheart is good at, is throwing out high risk maneuvers, and most times he could get away with it, but not this time. Looks like he's going to try for it again, but King, not. He looks like he's up.
Oh, and he hit that rope, causing Cedric to hit the family jewels, if you will.
Yeah, that's, I don't think we're going to be seeing any little lions running around anytime soon. And a hip toss off the top rope. Ow. That is all pain there across Lionheart's face. You see it, G.
If Lionheart is not done yet, I don't know what else the King couldn't do to put away the Lionheart, but the King has one up his sleeve.
He's got him what looks like in a cobra clutch almost.
And that might be a tap out, but he's transitioning there, as you saw.
Yeah, we've seen it. The majestic guillotine. It might be coming this way.
And he just said, all hail the King, and he nails it straight to the heart of Cedric.
That is all money being deposited into the bank.
That is a 3 count, and he has passed another match gauntlet, and Patrick Holloway has to be frustrated.
Well, you know, that's the thing I was just saying, G. You can't keep our King down. The man is resilient, even though Patrick Holloway is right now begrudgingly raising the King's hand beside himself.
Your event is scheduled for one fall. Entering the ring from Boise, Idaho, weighing in at 200 pounds, one half of the Spud Brothers Coalition, Big John Henry.
And here is your main event for episode 16 here at Boise High School, the very first for Wrestle Club, and this is Relay for Life, Ada County, and there you see Big John Henry.
Yeah, I'll be pretty honest with you. I'm surprised to see Bronco Billy still standing after the whooping he received from the hands of Adriel Noctis. Big John Henry, though, out here, hopefully looking to score a big W for the Spud Brothers Coalition today. We'll have to see, as his opponent is none other than our #1 contender, the Greek god Perseus.
I believe he's calling for the mic.
He is. Let's see what they have to say.
They can get it to work.
Thank you. All right, now, we appreciate you being out here, but we're real excited about our main event, so we kind of wanted to do everything. And so you're free to go have a seat and enjoy the rest of the show. There you go. That's a gentleman. Good job, Broncos. All right. So guess what, guys? It's main event time. Y'all ready for this? Yeah, me and Bronco, we're real excited because this is the first time ever we've main evented. Well, I am, you're not, but you can at least be out here, that's fine. So, all right, and we're real excited about my opponent. So, because this is the first time ever, I'm going to be wrestling a Greek god. Nothing? It's a Greek god! Come on! He's made of gold too, he's real fancy, got himself that little suit made out of gold and everything. Nothing? Oh, all right. And you know what? He ain't to be taken lightly neither, because Mr. Grimm's back there, he beat him a couple weeks ago. He's a big boy.
Yeah, he is.
And so, now I get the #1 contender. I'm wrestling him, Mr. Perseus's. And, well, shoot. We could, oh, you know what? I got a present for him, too.
You got one?
Well, I thought about bringing out one of our t-shirts, but he wears gold all the time, and we only got it available in orange. $15 right over there, by the way. And, so I got him something a little bit different. So I got him something different here, right here.
What'd you get him?
I got him a genuine Idaho potato. This one's special though. This one is made of gold. Did you take a bite of that? What'd you do? Did you take a bite? I didn't bite this. What'd you do? I didn't take it. I told you to stay out this bag. It wasn't me, man. Well, who done did it then? I don't know. Wasn't me. I know it wasn't that emo kid he wrestled earlier. Yeah. He took about that one earlier, but it wasn't that one. You got a little gold right here, buddy. Wasn't me. Gosh, you know what? It's okay. We'll get a fresh coat of paint on this. It'll be just brand new, just for my main event brother now. He's kind of like kid now, because, you know, main event. So he could be like an honorary spud brother. So, all right, without further ado, because y'all are getting bored and tired of me, let's bring out my opponent. I hear he's about 500 pounds of solid gold, and he's from Athens, Greece. I don't know. All right, Mr. Perseus, get out here. Come on, golden boy.
And you just heard it, Big John Henry, after a bit of a rambling to the crowd, once again proving the reason why, kind of on the fence about Spud Brothers Coalition there, G, calling out the golden boy, the golden god, Perseus.
500 pounds of solid gold, and the guy cannot stop looking at himself.
Would you blame the man? Look at him. He's a golden god. He's a golden boy. He is money walking around in that stylish gold outfit, G.
You just heard him say, "Do you want to see ugly?" And he points the mirror to the fans.
Wow. That is a level of savagery I don't think I have ever seen. And you know what? I kind of enjoy that. Thank you, golden boy Perseus.
Where does he get his clothes at? It's just all gold.
Forever 21. That's where I'm banking money on that.
Now, hold on a second, buddy. Come here.
So we see here, was he trying to give him a hug?
He was trying to give the golden boy a hug. He was trying to be friendly about this. I don't think John Henry understands that golden boy Perseus has separated from the
Pride of Olympus.
Thank you. I'm forgetting that he offered him a potato.
I mean, that's a good offering. That's a family potato, and then, you know, the crowd here likes it.
It's not made of gold, though, and you know Perseus is probably insulted by that. But yeah, after he's separated from Pride of Olympus, golden boy Perseus has just had a nasty mean streak all about him.
What is the golden boy doing? Just telling everybody to zip it. What is...
Hey, when you're about to wrestle a match, you gotta sometimes look pretty, and that's what golden boy Perseus is going for. He's taking a nice movie-like shower here, G.
This is not a photo shoot.
Well, maybe it is, and maybe we're just commentating on the wrong thing this whole entire time.
Did you see the hair and the water? Look at him, just combing his hair, telling the fans to just shut up.
Look, when a man's gotta look good for what he's gotta do, he just can't rush perfection, G, and that's just what this is. Golden boy Perseus doesn't want to be rushed, and he's being rushed, and now you're seeing it. He's had enough of it.
So that what makes him mad when you interrupt him combing his hair?
Hey, don't you ever get upset when somebody interrupts you from combing your hair? I've noticed your long locks there, buddy.
Oh, and there you see a potato to the back of the head, like literally a potato to the back of the head.
It's fair. The match hasn't started yet. The bell hasn't been rung. Perseus calling for the bell now, too.
Ring the bell!
And this match has officially started.
Perseus just wailing on the back of John Henry. You know what? I have to say, that's something I would have to agree with. John, though, was just throwing Perseus off.
Big forearm.
Yeah, and a hip toss. Whew. John is having enough of the shenanigans of Golden Boy. It looks like he might be taking him on a golden whirl.
The Big John spin.
Oh my, how far have you gone? He is up to 7 swings now. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I bet they couldn't count that high if they tried.
Yeah, I don't think the education passed 15, but the golden boy taking a timeout. His head is obviously spinning.
Yeah, when the world itself feels like it just got turned upside down and spun around on you, I would call for a timeout too. It doesn't matter how pretty and how good looking you are. If you are dizzy, you are dizzy.
You fatsos sitting on the couch eating potato chips watching this. How about you go to the gym and lose some weight?
He's talking trash to the people in their own living room. Who does that?
Our golden boy Perseus does that. And you know what? He's had enough of John. He went and gave him a quick shotgun down on the top of that rope. Just drop his neck across that.
He might be ticked off because his hair's messed up now.
I wouldn't blame him the slightest bit. I mean, John Henry's obviously jealous. Look at him. He's got no hair. And golden boy has long, luscious golden hair.
As you saw an eye rake there.
He's trying to get in the ring.
Eye rake, and taking advantage, distracting the ref, going for a choke on John Henry. Clever by Golden Boy Perseus.
Yeah, he was saying, hey, look at Bronco Billy is trying to get in the ring when he was clearly not.
Ooh, John Henry stepping aside. Good maneuver from John Henry, getting out of the way of 500-pound solid gold's coming at you. Ooh, and a big chop across the chest of that 500-pound solid gold body.
And he might be going for another one.
Ooh, ow.
You can hear that echo here in the high school.
Yeah, I'm feeling it here.
Oh,
T-bone style suplex to the Golden Boy Perseus. Was not expecting that. Very good maneuver from John Henry though, and getting the shoulders down too, making the Golden Boy work to kick out.
yeah, he still has to hook that leg though.
He does. You gotta sometimes learn to use your opponent's weight against themselves.
And I want to say this is big John Henry's first main event, at least for a singles matchup here.
Yep, Golden Boy catching him with the golden satellite DDT there.
And that's going to put big John Henry out of his boots for sure.
Golden Boy Perseus though, taking too long, mocking the crowd. As much as I love this guy, he needs to learn to take advantage of what he's just done.
Obviously, he does not care for big John Henry's. He has his back turned against him, actually.
He does, yeah. That might have cost him, but at the same time, probably not. He's still down on the ground.
Maybe we got it wrong. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, you know what? That's what we get for basically underestimating our Golden God Perseus.
Oh, there we see a Kimura lock along with the head scissors.
That's like a viper just coiling around its prey. He's got him in a hammerlock too there. He is holding that. Surprisingly, John, I would have tapped if that had been me. John quickly muscling his way out of that though. Turning him into, he's got him over the shoulder. Might be his power slam.
Oh, holy smokes, that was.
Wow, this could be it. Oh, 2 count. Surprising. I would have thought that would have been it right there, G.
That was actually a great counter by big John Henry.
It was. John kind of thinking what he's got to do now to put this boy away. And I'll be honest with you, after something like that, what do you have to do to put away that boy?
And there we see a whip to the corner.
And a quick shoulder tackle to the gut. Going for that bulldog of his.
Ooh, nicely done. And Perseus just tasted the canvas right there.
Yeah.
As you see in the background, Bronco Billy has a jacket.
He does. He's got the Golden Boy's jacket. He's disrespecting the Golden Boy, while John Henry is stomping on the chest of Golden Boy.
Stomping some mud holes for sure.
Showing him how they do it at the farm, that's for sure. Incoming Vader Bomb.
Ooh, nicely done. This one could be over. 1, 2. Oh, almost. That would have been an upset, pinning the #1 contender for the heavyweight championship.
That's right. And look at, like, right now, looks like Bronco is very much mesmerized by the color gold. Not sure what to think about it. Bronco, you're like a fat guy in a little coat. You can't put that thing on.
Let's hope that he does not rip that coat, because that's probably at least $1 million.
Yeah, at least. And I'm surprised he's actually got that on as well as he does. John Henry feeding shots to the Golden Boy Perseus while he's in the corner. Actually, surprisingly, got the upper hand on Perseus. And we saw recently he dominated the likes of James Grimm. Whew.
We saw, what was that, an inverted DDT drop known as a death drop.
Yeah, that surprisingly, we have seen John Henry pulled out numerous times, catching Brad Zane and Outlaw last week with that, catching the Golden Boy this week with that. What's he gonna do here? It looks like he's gonna set him up for a whip to the other corner.
That is indeed, but the Golden Boy with that backflip, beautiful done.
And distracted by Bronco Bill Lee, who's up there. You know, I don't blame him. Bronco disrespecting the Golden Boy by wearing his golden coat.
Oh, and this one could be over, causing a distraction, but he had that scouted.
And he did.
And there's the lung blower.
Oh, knocking the wind out of that. I don't care who you are. A pair of knees to the back of your chest is gonna say goodnight to you, folks.
And that is good night, as Bronco Billy may have made a mistake here.
He did. I think distracting the Golden Boy wearing his coat might have been the worst thing that could have happened to Big John Henry. He costed him, if you ask me. And even if he didn't, to me, he did.
And your winner, the Golden Boy, Perseus, the #1 contender for the heavyweight championship.
Respectfully and rightfully earned. I don't care. Golden Boy Perseus takes another big W home with him.
And Bronco Billy might be regretting what he did today.
That's right. Now, folks, don't forget to give us a look and check us out on Idaho Wrestle Club Facebook page, which is www.facebook.com/Idaho Wrestle Club. Be sure to also check out our YouTube channel. You can search Idaho Wrestle Club, and you'll find us there. And where else are we on, G?
Oh, we are on Roku as well, where you can catch the Spud Brothers, Perseus, and everybody else on the roster of Wrestle Club. And this is a tough loss for Big John Henry.
Absolutely. Big John Henry taking this one home. He had it. It looked like he had it, but I still think Bronco costed him by doing that. But he's still saying John's the winner. And if it matters to anyone, it matters to Bronco.
And I am G signing off for episode 16.
And this is Wes. We love you folks. Mwah! Good night.